So hello everyone. Welcome to another video of the series Fun with Python. So we have already discussed data types, if else, and a lot of other concepts, very tricky questions based on Python. Okay, so here in this video, we'll be uncovering some of the interesting and unknown facts related to loop. Okay, and these questions, my dear friends, it will be very useful for your interview or for like increasing your knowledge and the fundamental concepts in Python. Okay, so with this we will start with the video, and let's start with the first question we have. So here in this question, what we are doing, we are having a for loop. Okay, we are doing a range based operation, and we are trying to print the value of the I, like which is like we are using to iterate through. And then we have a else loop. So generally we have encountered else with if. So if there is a if statement, then we have a else statement. But here in this example, we have else after a for loop. So what do you think, guys? And like in this entire series, what we have observed, you can comment down your answers in the comment box so that later on you can discover what is the real answer. Okay, so let's start learning. And how do we learn? Is by executing the code. Okay, so let's run this. And by this time, hope you all have, like, you can pause the video, you can try to run it, or like think what should be the answer, and then you can comment in the comment box, right? So let's run it, guys. So not only it covered the entire range like 0, 1, 2, but it printed the done as well. Okay, now coming to the range function, guys, I forgot to mention that in range what happens, it will, like when we put some value inside the range, so it will be excluding that value. Okay, so that's why 3 is not printed. Okay, it is excluding 3. So it has printed 0, 1, 2, and the entire thing is printed, and then it is printing done. Okay, so in case we do not have any break statements, in that case, or in those scenarios, the else statement will be executed as well. So this is one new learning which I think I was able to give you guys. Okay. Now we'll go to the next question, which is a related one. So in this example, we are having a for loop. Again, we are using the variable I to iterate through the range 0 to 3. And we are trying to print I, and with a space, and if I equal to 1, we are printing break. So definitely it will print only till 0, else print done. So let's see, like as we said, like in case of break, any break in the loop, the else statement will not be executed. So what happens, like it break after the print statement, so it was printing 0 and 1 as well, and then it broke out from the for loop, but the else statement is not printed. So this solidifies, or like it becomes more strong, our fundamental becomes more strong, because whatever we learn is actually true. Okay, now guys, we'll move to the next question. Here we have for I in range 3 pass, and then we are trying to print outside the loop, we are trying to print the value of I. So in the loop it has gone till the value of 2, but what happens outside the loop? Does the value is preserved? So yes, what we observed, the value is preserved. Okay, so if you are using some variable and by mistake you use the same variable outside, okay, so please mind that the variable will still contain the earlier value, right? Okay, Now we have this next question. So nested loop with break. Okay, we have a break statement here for I in range 3, for j in range 3. So both we are iterating through 0 till 2, 0 till 2 in both the outer and the inner loop. Okay, and if j equal to 1, break. Okay, right. So we are trying to break the loop, the inner loop, whenever the value of j is 1. Okay, and we have print ij, just it is in fact inside the inner loop, so it will not definitely go till the value 1. Okay, as soon as it has hit the value 1, the inner loop has hit the value 1, it will be okay. Okay, now guys, please pause the video here and comment down your answer, right? So we are trying to run the program. So as we said, like it is going till 0 only, because for the value 1, we have the option of break. We have the break statement, right? I hope you guys are learning a lot in this series. Okay, please be with us for the entire Fun with Python series, and I can assure you that you will be learning a lot. Like you will be more confident with your fundamental concepts, and you'll be more confident with all the programming concepts in Python. With this, guys, let's move to the next question. Loop modifying the list being iterated. So, is it possible to, like, when we are iterating through a loop, let's suppose we are iterating through this list, is it possible to modify the list along the way? Right? So we'll see in this example. So what is happening? We have a list with 4 elements. We are iterating through the loop using a variable I, and we are checking if it is a even number. And if it is an even number, we are trying to remove that value from the list. And at the last, after like exiting from the loop, we are trying to print the list again to see whether it has changed or it remains unchanged, or if it throws error. So my question would be for you guys, what do you think? Will it modify the list? Will it throw an error? Or the list remains unchanged outside the loop? Because whatever changes we are doing, it is inside the loop. Okay. Please pause the video and comment what do you think the answers might be, and let's run the program now. I hope you have already commented. So it is just 1 and 3. So indeed we were able to modify the list, right? And in situations like whenever we are iterating through anything and we are trying to modify it, it becomes very, very dangerous, guys. Like you can use, do not use the same base variable. Like we have the list A here in this case. Do not use the same variable to iterate through and modify. If you need to modify, please assign, like copy it. Okay, a deep copy, not a shallow copy. So try to do a deep copy, assign it to some other variable, and then iterate through and make the required changes so that we have the main variable values intact. Okay, so that even if you need it in the future, like in the next steps of the program, it is still there, right? So guys, with this, we will be moving to the next question. Okay, loop over mutable object, default object. So def, we have a function where we are taking uh, an argument, okay, list as an argument, and we are trying to append the value 1 in the list, and then we are trying to return. Okay, so we have for we are iterating using a variable, and we are trying to print the function, okay, by passing the value. Okay, by default whatever is there, like if it is requires a list, it will pass a list. If it requires whatever value it requires, it will be passed. and then we are trying to print the returned value. Okay, so this question we have already discussed, so you can comment down, okay, by clicking the pause, and I hope you have commented now, and we'll be moving to the execution part, right? So what we see, like each and every time we pass on a value to the function, the earlier value is retained. So this is the problem with mutable objects, guys. Like if you have initialized it with a blank or empty mutable object, it will keep retaining the value, and like whenever we call it, it will have the earlier values as well. So one option we have to initialize any variable with none, then we define it as a empty list or a string or whatever thing like we want, or like any mutable object we want inside the function definition. Okay, we have already seen it in earlier examples. So guys, we are moving to the next question. It is list comprehension scope. Nums I for I in the range 3, print I. Okay, so basically this example will clear your doubts about list comprehension. Okay, so with this, let's run the program. So what is happening? Nums equal to for I in range 3, print I. So it has given the output 4. So we are more clear on list comprehension, guys, right? And here comes the last question of this video. So let's see generator comprehension scope. G equal to I for I in range 3 for I in G. Okay, pass, print I. Okay, whenever we have the value I in G, we are doing a pass and then we are trying to print I. So let's see what happens. If you guys are already like use generator comprehension, so you can comment your answers. So it has printed the value 2, because what we are doing, we are passing whenever the value I is present in G, right? So this was the video, guys. Like I hope you guys have learned a lot in this series. Okay, please be with us to understand Python in a better way, more interesting way, more fun way, in Fun with Python with Akansha Academy. Okay, so we will have more such videos in the future, so you can subscribe to our channel. Okay, and you can like and share the videos as well to your fellow mates. Okay, whoever you want to become more confident in Python and you want them to thrive in Python, right? So thank you so much for your time here, and we'll be coming back with another video in this series. Goodbye.